Hi, this is Anita of Explore Pilates, and I'm going to walk you through some of the transitions on the reformer. In the first few lessons that you're going to have, you're going to be introduced to a few exercises, and between each exercise, there's a way of getting out of the exercise and into the next one, which we call a transition. The transition in itself is part of the work. Sometimes you could even just do an exercise, a workout session, about 10 to 12 minutes of transitions only. So let's get started. When we come onto the reformer, we stand in Pilates V. I have my calf touching the frame of the reformer. I press my feet into the floor, pull my stomach in and up, stack my forearms, and then begin to bend knees, bring my tailbone down. When I touch, then I can bring my hands and help me. I'm gonna lie down with head into the headrest. I did slide forward because I overshot, but that's okay. So I'm in position now, heels are together, toes are apart. I have the toe bridge pressing on the foot bar, and I'm going to press on out from my footwork 10 times, which I will not do here. After which I come on to parallel position. Arches of the foot pressing into the foot bar, heels reaching under, toes curled over. The big stretch for the feet. And you press on out, extend the legs, exhaling back in. Listen for the jingle. And if you know, you know. All right, heels are pressing in now, ankles are flexed. And we're going to keep that constant pressure there as we press out and bring it back in. Toes are back on the foot bar now, heels together, toes apart. And I'm going to press on out, keep the legs straight this time. And I'm going to reach the heels and I'm going to lift from there. And I'm going to lower from there and lift. So you do that about 10 times. You lift the heels to bend the knees and then come on in. Then legs together, you're going to curl on up to seated. You can reach the legs long and then come on up to lower the foot bar. Okay? Another way to lower the foot bar is once you have completed, so let's say you're a little bit more advanced, you've done about 5 to 10 more lessons. So you just come out of your tendon stretch, lower lift, and then coming in. I reach below for the kickstand and then place the top foot, doesn't matter which foot, it could be the other way around too. And I'm going to pick up the kickstand as I lift the foot bar, make sure it goes out by the frame, and then let my foot bar gets a little stuck. All right, so now foot bar is down. You reach overhead. Give a little bit of space between the shoulders and the shoulder blocks. I reach my legs long. Actually, I'm going to show you another way. You're going to curl the knees into the chest. Try to leave some space underneath the back of your waist. Arms are long. Try to find resistance here. And then as you reach the hands towards the hips, head, neck, and shoulders lift on up. And you pull the knees in and the belly in. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, if that doesn't work for you for whatever reason, then you can also extend the legs long, and then we do the same thing, except the toes are going to lift up. So arms press down towards the hips, head, neck, and shoulders lift up, toes lift up, legs reach long, heels squeeze. Inhale 2, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 4, 5, and exhale. And in, 4, 5, and exhale. And we're looking for a relaxed half point of the toes and not here I'm doing a very aggressive point or a flexed, okay? So something in between. 3, 4, 5. Feel like it should be a lengthening of the foot and a curling up. Make your tailbone heavy and up. And then come on in. At this point, you have two options. So I'm going to get up. The other option is to add your extender straps for frog and circle. Okay? So I'm going to place the straps and I'm going to drop the handle on the outside of the strap. Pick up the clasp. It should be, eye and hook should be on the outside. I have to kind of jiggle that. And it's going to go close to the handle, but halfway between handle and where, if I pick it up with my hand, that's where my feet are going to go. That's how I hang it on the post. Same thing, I drop the handle down on the outside, so it fits the left strap, handle goes on the left, thread the strap through, extend your strap eye hook on the outside, clip it. It's halfway between the handle and my hand, and I hook it on the post. I have 2 springs. I come back down, scooch if you overshot, I just did, and then feet come into the straps. Try to keep the handles way above your glasses. Okay, heels are together, toes are apart. Long spine, lengthen the spine, make your tailbone nice and heavy. So that's where you're going to start. If you're curled up in your tailbone, there's a lot of air underneath your tailbone, then you've gone too far. So you actually have to hold this with your inner thighs, and then you're going to press on out. They call this the long diamond. It's the frog. Inhale, exhale, rather in. Inhale to press on out. And exhale. When you work in this shape, right, it's like a long diamond. So it gets longer and longer and longer. You squeeze through the heels and you feel the inner thighs working. Then, after about 3 to 5 of those, we extend the legs long and we go into our circles, working again from the inner thighs, heavy tailbone, spine, lengthening, and arms are pressing down by your side, really tight into your, hugging arms into your sides, and then you reverse your circles. Same thing with the feet as earlier. Just a half point, not an aggressive toe curl, but rather just a long foot. So see that the work stays inside the muscles of the leg. Feet are supporting. Okay, I'm gonna frog it in and release. Come on up. Okay. One of the transitions I'm going to show you were principally stomach massage. So I have placed a sticky pad. It's about a hand width away from the edge of the carriage, and you're going to have a seat right on top of that sticky pad. You can see the seam of your pants and aim for the middle of the spring bar. Okay, so if you've seen the spring bar, you know we have 4 springs, and the spring hooks kind of give you a sense of where the middle is. And you're going to get the feet on. People often don't know where to put the hands. We're going to bring them on the inside. I leave about 1.5 inches on each side, outside of my hand. And then you press on out. Okay? And I'm just going to start here. If this is your first time doing stomach massage, you're only going to press out and then press in. But we actually want to press out and exhale. Add a little bit of dynamic powerhouse. All right, then you get a few sessions in. We're going to add the lower lift and exhale. 3, etc. 2, and last one. Sneaking in my workout here. Okay, then the second one is here. Chest opens, hand pushes into the shoulder blocks, feet stay, heels together, toes apart, heels slightly lifted, and you press on out and exhale. All right, the first couple of times you might only do the out and in, and then after that, we add the lowering of the heel towards the foot bar underneath. Then exhale, right? Sometimes you might make a fist and press. This is where I recommend people not wear rings, especially very, very sharp diamond rings. And it's a different kind of contact. I actually prefer this because it helps me lift up more. And this third one, we don't reach the heels. It's just simply lengthen the legs and bend back in, and then we'll have done a twist and a twist and maybe three more of those, right? We're gonna lift our arms, step down, and stand up with the same connection that you have established during the exercise. I'm gonna show you elephant. The classical reformer does not have a fixed foot bar. So in a standing exercise where your hands are on here, that means the thing that's holding you up is your powerhouse, and you're actually finding opposition by pressing the hand into the foot bar to keep it fixed. So near hand, far foot, you're gonna be standing on top of the reformer. The far hand, trying not to open the carriage. And so I've got my hands firmly on the foot bar, but I'm still stretching my upper back, neck is nice and long, so I'm not like a turtle, okay? Undo the turtle and press the heels back. You feel a stretch in your lower back. Pull the ribs up to the ceiling if that is your preferred posture, because some people might do this in a straighter back. This depends
what is going to work for you. You're going to press back on the heels, open carriage, exhale, inhale and exhale. I'm not going for a ride by coming forward and back and pushing and kind of like, I'm literally riding the carriage, right? No, I'm actually going to keep upper body still and lower body, hips open, exhale, and then they flex a little bit, but it's actually the ribs that are going up. Abdominal, upper abs are really going in, and my rectus abdominis is like an accordion. TDA is engaged, obliques are as well. All right, so that that is elephant. All right, we're gonna skip along, and I'm going to show you. I wanted to show backstroke because that is one that puzzles people when they try it for the first time. So I'm gonna thread here and thread up and it blocks, right? Pick it up by both handles, preferably, and then place it on top of the carriage lengthwise, just so I have 2 springs and the foot bar is down and wrist is up. Backstroke. Usually it comes after the pull strap. So one of the things that happens is when you've come off the carriage and you're standing just so, you have the handles behind you, you're going to split them. One hand goes on the outside edge. Outside foot comes onto the foot bar. Now, if you can't get the other hand, then go ahead and have a seat, bring the other foot up, scoot yourself over. This is the part that kind of stumps people, like, oh, I just lie down? You're gonna come forward. If I let go of my hands, I'm gonna slide right off the box. So tailbone is right on the edge. It's actually the edge of my sacrum. Now, I'm gonna let go of the box, bring the knees to my chest, and bring my hands up in a wide diamond shape above my forehead. Pull the knees in, pull the stomach away from the thigh. Lift up, open, reach, 2, 3, exhale. There is a reverse, but I'm going to come out of this. Reach, I scooch with my elbow to get my hips back. Tees are around. Remove a spring. Still have both handles in one hand, and then I'm going to reach overhead, split them, make a T, don't flop. And then I'm going to come into a straight line-ish and reach up and coming down. All right? Make the T and then go up a couple more times. Reach overhead, handles in one hand, and then curl on up, teaser, and then come off. Okay? And you would have dropped the handles actually behind you. So those are some of the transitions that we're working on in your first 10 to 20 sessions, and it doesn't come overnight. I had to work at those exercises for years. I'm still working on them. I'm still finding new connections, and I'm still finding out what the magic is of these transitions. If you found this helpful, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and follow for more. See you soon. Bye-bye.